Alright, the Bone Fist in Dark Souls 2. Now that's what you call an interesting moveset. In Dark Souls 1 it already allowed you to perform a Street Fighter style Shoryuken. In fact, I made a whole video about that. And the DS2 version allows you to quite literally perform a Hadouken. But more than that, it's a complete martial arts style moveset, including a jump kick. Attacking with your feet. Now there's some food for thought. And by wearing the symbol of avarice as well, we can answer the question of what it would be like to go through the game using the Bone Fist special jump attack as your only attack, turning yourself essentially into a jump kicking mimic. So I'm not quite sure what would be appropriate fashion for such a playthrough, so I guess I'll just stay naked until I find something worth drooling over. I mean, that's pretty much how I get my kicks anyway, and mimics don't even wear anything in the first place. Well, one downside though is that this attack is rather specific, as this weapon has a quite extensive moveset. It's specifically the backstab or running attack while one-handing the Bone Fist, which makes it quite awkward to use it effectively, especially because the hit detection can be a bit peculiar. However, it does have the benefit of knocking a lot of enemies flat on their ass. But does that imply that this is going to be effective? Or does it mean that despite using my feet exclusively, I would still have to work my fist to the bone to even stand a Jackie chance of not ending up with one foot in the grave? Because one small step for a man might be one giant leap when restricting yourself to the art of martial mimicry. Alright, let's pick a suitable name and then it's time to put our best foot forward. And with the magic of PC modding, we can start with the Bone Fist already in our inventory. But the stat requirements are so high that I will need to cheese the Dragon Rider twice by using a bonfire aesthetic. Yeah, not exactly a very original way to start the challenge run with. But yeah, this is pretty much the only way to start off on the right foot. And even then we only barely have enough souls, as the stat requirements are no less than 15 strength and 30 dex. Although it actually for some reason scales better with strength. In fact, nearly all the damage of this weapon comes from scaling alone, as the base damage of a fully upgraded Bone Fist is a meagerly 20 AR. Regardless, upgrading does improve the scaling, and since I can only do single attacks, I won't be able to get frequent damage in the first place. And therefore I do think I should focus on getting upgrade materials early, to give myself a little bit of a jump start.
Ow! Twinkle my tits. It requires twinkling titanite. Oh, oops. I forgot. Okay, so I can't upgrade. Fuckalicious, where is twinkling titanite in this game? Oh yeah, the pursuers drop twinkling titanite. Well, that's not handy. Also not foodie.
Well, as I said before, at least one benefit of this attack is that it can knock enemies on the ground. And although it is a bit of a leap of logic, but if you apply a resin to the weapon, you do in fact increase the damage of your foot somehow. But come on, for the last giant I'm sure that won't be necessary. Okay, ironically this attack doesn't have much of a kick to it. And on top of that it's very easy to miss your target. And you have a lot of recovery time afterwards, which leaves you vulnerable. Despite those downsides, it will cost the last giant an arm and a leg if he wants to beat me. I mean, wouldn't it be funny if we could even knock a giant opponent like him on the ground? And, oh wow, I actually didn't mean that literally. Oh well, that does imply that we can also literally kick his ass.
Nice, delicious. Uh-oh, and now he has his arm out. He's armed and dangerous. And I'm footed and less dangerous or something. Ooh. I'm not a baseball. I don't have any meaningful ADP yet. Oh, ooh. Well, I can actually launch myself out of hitboxes as well, so that's at least a good thing. No, no, miss. Oh, okay, let's not fuck up though. Jump! Ah, fuck. Got time to jump for joy. Yeah, got him. Amazing chest ahead. Amazing chest on your head. Well, we have one boss down at least, but... oh, hey, a regular hollow is more dangerous than the Last Giant.
So, after playing footsie with the Last Giant, you will notice that I hardly lost any durability. In fact, I initially thought that because you technically don't even attack with the weapon itself, you wouldn't deplete any durability at all. But yeah, I shouldn't jump to conclusions, because the actual reason is the frequency of attacks, given that you normally do constant combos with this weapon. Which I obviously cannot do this time. But more than that, given that you need to do either a running or backstab attack, that kinda messes with your muscle memory, as what you are used to is to dodge an attack and then counterattack. But that's not possible this time. You will need to either outspace an attack by running away and then try to free aim a running jump, or to make sure that you have a big enough window to first do a backstab, then the jump attack, including the recovery time while being on the ground. Unless the attack goes over your head, but that depends on the attack of your opponent of course, and how accurate or inaccurate the B team made the specific hitbox in question. Which can actually surprise you, as we've seen against Velstad in the Smelterhammer run. But the point is that you need to put some thought into your attack opportunities, because if you jump the gun, you will get trampled on the foot as a result. And that would be a real kick in the nuts. Speaking of which...
What? You've been kicked in the nuts. No way!
So, with the Ring of Blades we got our first damage boost, and although we could get our first Twinkie from the second Pursuer, we can simply get our first one from the chest that the second Blacksmith is sitting upon. And you will only need one for the first upgrade anyway. Although keep in mind that this almost exclusively raises scaling, meaning that you will only really notice it at higher upgrade levels. And by focusing on leveling strength and dexterity of course. Now when it's infused with an element, it also gets top tier scaling, but I never bothered with that, mainly to not lock myself to one particular damage type. Although in hindsight I think I should have done a dark infusion, given that then I would literally be attacking with Dark Souls. And even more in hindsight, I shouldn't have dismissed making use of Stinky Feet by using a poison infusion or simply Rotten Pine resin, given that poison is very viable in this game and helps when your damage output is low. But my thinking was that given how infrequently I can get attacks in, a poison build would likely be ineffective. Regardless, it might still have been the case that, ironically, Smelly Feet could have come in handy against some specific bosses that are explicitly weak to poison. Now of course not against Nachka, who obviously is immune to poison, but we've upgraded to +2 already, meaning that we can get to +3 after defeating her, since she, and the Deacons of the Feet after her, guard an early accessible bonfire aesthetic. But unfortunately, Nachka being a scorpion seems to make her resistant to feet, as she definitely has a leg up over us in the appendages department. But that wasn't even the biggest issue. It's that combined with only very infrequent attack opportunities, mainly when she sticks her tails into the ground, and I suppose that in a roundabout way attacking her tail still counts as kicking her ass, as her humanoid form is fused to the scorpion part above her waist, which, as a little bit of trivia by the way, is not the case with Quelaag, who is fused from her upper thighs down, meaning that Quelaag still has her own butt. Yeah, you don't get that kind of information from Vadi and other lore channels, now do you? But apart from the deepest lore, there's not that much depth to this particular fight. It just takes patience. A lot of patience in fact. As in a 60-minute long fight.
There we go. Jesus, that took a long time. Well, at least we made progress, so that's something. Let's see how much we get from strength scaling. Because my damage is so freaking low, I think I would be better off. Yeah, it's so weird that dexterity gives you less than strength, even though you have a higher dex requirement. Fuck it, I put everything into strength. Oh, you can even knock these guys on the ground. That's pretty, that is pretty cinematic. They do have some very peculiar looking helmets, by the way. That's pretty handy when they don't let you through. You just force your way through.
Unfortunately, then I got a bit of an unpleasant surprise. And before that I got a bit of a pleasant surprise.
Hey, whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh, yeah. Not good, delicious. Come on,
But the thing is that if you cannot inflict enough damage quickly enough, then the two priests in the Magus fight can simply out-heal any damage that you've managed to inflict up to that point. In fact, they can apparently complete their healing even when you knock them down in that animation. Well, that's not fair. So they can even ring their bell while getting their clocks cleaned. This game. So therefore I had to kick things into a higher gear and somehow get more frequent attacks in by moving back and forth while focusing on a single priest, hoping that I could kill him in time before I get killed in the process. But with some favorable RNG on my side, I did manage to get it done. However, then the chat reminded me that I might not even be able to hit the crawling hollows on the floor with my jump attack. But to their disappointment, I was in fact able to hit them. Yes, my audience was disappointed that I was able to hit these crawling hollows rather than jumping face first into a brick wall or out of my apartment window. Yeah, I can just feel the appreciation from you guys. Very sweet. So I think that should be mutual, and therefore, given how often I am asked for feet pictures, I think it's time for me to actually show you my bare feet. So there we go, 2 bare feet. I hope you all enjoy. Oh, and for the Americans, also 2 bare arms, since they regard that as a constitutional right. Alright, not only could I now acquire a bonfire ascetic to respawn and multiply the Twinkies in the Shaded Woods, but I also had the souls required to purchase the cat ring. And you know what they say, cats always land on their feet. And you would think I would be an expert at that by now. Well, regardless, with the exercise I've been getting so far, you certainly cannot excuse me of skipping leg day. And what the frick? Okay, I think the issue is that I lose more health because I am so top heavy. And as a handful of you watching can attest to, a heavy chest can cause some serious back pain. But the thing is that there's another Twinkie and a fragrant branch here for later. But first, of course, we get the classic gutter experience. God fucking damn it. Which is, by the way, the reason why someone who swears a lot is referred to as a gutter mouth. But given that I was still a Twinkie short, I used that fragrant branch that I picked up, so I could go and fight the purse user in the Things Betwixt. Well, at least if the 2 trolls wouldn't try to troll me so hard while I'm trying to cheese them. And you might be thinking, since you have to get to the Lost Sinner eventually anyway, why not simply go through the Flexel Sentry instead? If fighting 3 rune sandals at the same time would probably be an issue. After all, then you would have access to multiple Pursuer encounters. However, not only did I suspect that the rising water would be a problem, given that you cannot use running attacks when the water gets too deep, which was a very nice prospect for, Shrine of Amana, but even if using the Flexel Sentry's boat would be beneficial, I never go that route in any other run, so I wasn't planning to jump ship this time around either. Moreover, it was completely unnecessary anyway, because there is a way to get a far more significant damage increase. Namely by acquiring Flint's Ring from the Sunken King DLC for a flat 50 extra AR. Now, this would require me to defeat the Rotten first. Unfortunately, he doesn't really notice an additional pair of feet on his body, although it's mainly hands sticking out, so that's handy. But the damage simply wasn't all that great regardless. But fortunately, he is rather slow, so his side swipes were unlikely to sweep me off my feet. And I also had 20 ADP by now, meaning a sufficient amount of iframes. So the only attacks I had to be mindful of was his AoE explosion and the wave coming out of his blade, since that has a very hard to read hitbox, as we have definitely experienced in some earlier playthroughs. However, you apparently can simply avoid it by rolling into his arm, since at the very least it has no hitbox behind the wave. So it all looked easy enough, but even so, I was still almost dragged back to the bonfire kicking and screaming because
Ah! No! 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 My feet to the fire. That was a weird 37 damage for some reason. Fuck. Don't fuck up now near the end. Yeah, just kill him. Nice.
Well, despite not using any rotten pine resin, I'm pretty sure I had some really smelly feet afterwards. And as I mentioned before, perhaps in hindsight, rotten pine resin would occasionally still have been helpful against certain bosses that are particularly weak to poison. But speaking of poison and weakness or the lack thereof, now we could enter the poison-ridden Sunken King DLC to give our as of yet slightly disappointing damage output a real kick in the pants by acquiring Flint's Ring. But that's not all, because this area also contains a chest with free Twinkling Titanite that you could technically even respawn with an ascetic, but that's not possible while the boss is still alive. I'm also pretty sure that there are in fact more Twinkies in this DLC, but I'm actually a bit too unfamiliar with it to know the exact locations. But you know, at least acquiring these three surely wouldn't be an issue, right? Well, don't jump to conclusions.
Oh fuck, he's not even close. That didn't work. That does work. I'll just kick him to the spikes. Doesn't work with this shield. It's too much poise. Ah, it still worked. Still worked out. Still worked out. Oh, whoa, huh?
Oh, darling.
Well, that did not work. Damn it. Yeah, these enemies actually have poise, so, I mean, as long as I can push myself past them like I did the first time. Oh. Okay, let's first get them to chase me. Okay, and now let's not step on the tile.
Alright, so next up were the Skeleton Lords, so we had to make our way through an onslaught of bandits, which is ironic in an area literally named Cops. But when it comes to the Skeleton Lords, even in most challenge runs they are rarely an issue. However, about 2 years ago, I have in fact already done a Mimicat run that was focused around not being allowed to heal. And then the length of the fight and how their tiny chip damage can add up over such a period of time actually led me to resort to overpowered pyromancy to counteract it. So therefore, this time around I have a bone to fist with them, and it actually turned out that this attack is both really effective against skeletons, as well as very satisfying to jump foot first into a whole bunch of Boner brothers. Which was a welcome surprise, because being one of the lamest fights in the game, it doesn't happen often that this boss turns out to be a skeleton of fun. But even though that was merely the appetizer in this area, so to speak, but believe it or not, I kinda wish I could skip dessert this time around, specifically dessert of the sorcery variety, going all flambé creme brulee on my flappy drooling tongue. So speaking of a drooling tongue, farming the Desert Sorceresses set, the Booba armor, to add some additional fashion to my amazing chest, might be a slight issue this playthrough. Which is a shame, because then I could essentially empower my feet with high heels. But I guess for now I'll just continue with my 2 bare feet. And it should be obvious, the Covetous Demon loves 2 feet. And therefore is the perfect candidate for a foot fight. In fact, he loved it so much that despite him being limited to having a giant tail, he simply took out his own foot during the fight, without my intervention, which I actually never seen happening before. But regardless, unless you use the freaking Smelter Hammer L2 attack, exclusively on New Game Plus, you know, like in the previous one, so except for that, this boss is one you can simply walk over without any effort. However, I initially thought that Mipha would be a different story, because I couldn't fight her in my regular way by either baiting spear charges or running around her while she's doing her combos, given that I am forced to use running or backstep attacks. So at first I couldn't make heads or tails of what attack opportunities would be available to me in the first place. It appeared to be a case of head over heels. However, then I kinda realized that Mipha is actually pretty damn passive most of the time. So I could sneak some sneaky hits against this snaky lady, and more often than not, I could get away before she could counterattack. So in the end, I was simply head and shoulders above her. However, in the next area, my feet would be held to the fire, because although a one-on-one fight with an Elan Knight wasn't much of an issue, but dealing with the invaders and getting ganked by multiple enemies at once, while getting sniped from a distance, yeah, that's no easy feat. So then you really have to jump through hoops in order to make it through the fork wall. And given the lack of iframes, these walls will tell you to go fork yourself. But once you make it through, I'm sure Smelter Demon is not gonna be wow! Really? Okay, I kinda jumped the gun there. Because this attack is not exactly the most effective way of dealing with Smelter Demon. Given that you need to avoid the attack first, then lock on if you're not already locked on, which I prefer not to be in this fight, and then use a backstab, because chances are that you will still miss a target this huge when free aiming a running attack. Or you will just run straight into an attack. Also, speaking of feet, did you know that when you move around Smelter Demon, you can actually get stuck against his feet? Which I think is a terrible mechanic, but apparently my audience thinks it's great. I mean, I couldn't really pay attention to the stream chat during this fight, obviously, but I did see partial phrases like Smelter Feet and Satisfying Experience, so apparently not everyone thinks that this is a design flaw. Regardless, to reiterate once more, in hindsight, countering the Smelter Feet with Smelly Feet by applying some poison resin could still have worked out, given that this boss is very weak to poison for whatever reason, given that it's a living set of armor. But the simple fact of the matter is that I didn't have any in my inventory to begin with. So then all you can do is just to put your best foot forward.
Well, I'm definitely going to be extra careful of that stab now since I died because of that. Previous attempt. I was surprised that I actually connected. But I'm definitely not complaining. No! Quick heal! Come on, one more hit. Come on, give me the opportunity. Just go kill. Ah, that's better. Ah, kick this metal, shiny metal ass.
Well, at least we can now acquire the Ring of Blades +1. But now, with the sequel to Iron Keep 2, Iron Keeper, we jump from out of the frying pan and into the lava. A couple of times. Once or twice. Yeah, maybe I need advice from a professional for this one.
Before you leap, you must look. Before you look, you must think. Before you think, you must feel. Before you feel, you must. Fuck!
Okay, I'm still on the ledge. Yeah, I don't even know if I can survive that, but... Okay, Catering. Let's hope this works out. Okay. Damn it, I don't want the lock-on to fuck me over here. Huh? I got hit? Okay. So far so good. Now the turtle. Okay, let's lure him out of here. Ooh, that's still scary. Okay. Come on, fall, fall. Yes. Okay. Ah! Oh, bonfire lit. The bonest bonfire in the fucking. Oh. Oh. Son of a fuck.
Yeah, that is the sound of getting through Iron Keep on your second or third attempt. Or something. Round it down a little bit. But at least Old Iron King was a pretty convincing first try, as I could prevent myself from jumping into the lava this time by just not attacking forwards, but going from side to side. Well, to be fair, maybe not exactly a convincing first try, but it turned out to be a first try nonetheless. Meaning our second Great Soul was in the bag, or wherever your character keeps them. And our next Great Soul on the list is from the Lost Sinner, meaning we need to get past the Rune Sentinels. Which sounds like it would be really tough with this attack, but they are skilled for early game, and we're close to max damage output already. And we can even combine that with some roundabout glitterly nail polish to truly ruin the Sentinels.
Oh, I almost fell down. Uh-oh, no stamina, I don't have stamina! Whoa. Just in time. Ah, fuck, I can't use my normal strategy of standing here and then attack, because I need to do a backstab. Okay, that sucks. Ah, I was too early. Damn it, I have to go down now. I missed! It would have been very cinematic, but didn't really work out. No! No! Oh, it did apply lightning to my weapon. Oh fuck, no. Whoa, they both went over my head. That's interesting. Oh. Oh, actually, he missed me, but I hit him. That's cool. Oh, I tanked through it. I guess because of the Ring of Giants that I didn't get knocked down on the ground. Alright. Good thing I saved them for this late. Alright. Roadhouse. We're starting to make progress again. Also, why does this exist? I mean, I've heard of having skeletons in your closet, but yeah. Not quite sure what to make of this. Oh no, this is our first Forlorn invasion. Can you believe that? That's the first time. In fact, I can't recall Forlorn ever invading here specifically. That's quite rare, at least. I don't know if Forlorn can be knocked down, by the way, but that would be cool. Yeah, he can. That's good. Oh, not necessarily. Oh, let's knock him down here. That's cool. Ah, no, not me! Not me! No, that's damn it. No, I'm not throwing a hissy feet username. You know what? I'm going to take another piss.
Another sinner.
Ah, fuck, that's right. The Lost Sinner dodges a lot, but hey, I clearly intentionally dodged that as well. Okay, damage is not bad, actually. Whoa, what? That didn't hit? Normally, those hitboxes are bad in your disadvantage. But that's interesting. Oh, whoa. Oh, no, don't attack the wall. Damn, malicious. Not good. Uh-oh, now I have to watch out. Oh, I guess I dodged too early. And I have to watch out. Dice. Yeah. The thing is, I didn't want to heal there because I know if you're at a distance like that, she's going to do that stab attack. So I was waiting for that to happen. And I was like, I'm going to roll through it and then heal. Well, didn't work out. I guess this fight kind of feels like a sort of elegant dance, but it's making me dizzy. The way we're moving around each other. It looks like Press's basement. I actually don't have a basement. I live in an apartment, so... My basement is my downstairs neighbors, basically. Yahoo! Oh, wow! The lock on. Wow, what the fuck? The lock on. Oh, I couldn't reach her. Die. That's better. Alright. Great Soul number 3.
Alright, only one Great Soul remains, and fortunately, because I'm required to one-hand the Bone Fist, in order to perform the jump kick in the first place, I could wield a torch to keep the small spiders away, and I think that the previous run with the Smelter Hammer demonstrated the relevance of that. However, I would still have to smash the biggest spider of them all. Well, not Australia levels, but still big enough to turn your world upside down. But to be fair, this is how I deal with spiders on my wall to begin with, since newspapers are kind of a thing of the past. And you know, smashing an e-reader against the wall gets very expensive rather quickly. However, even though Freya is a much bigger target, you will still have to be very precise, as face jumping her from an angle can cause you to bounce off. And backstepping in order to attack kind of messes with your spacing and even your muscle memory, as you would normally not deal with her attacks that way, of course.
Nice. Okay. Yeah, the torch definitely made so much difference compared to the previous run with the Smelter Hammer. Alright. Let's kick the Duke's butt, literally. Nice. And now kick his face. And... Huh. He's just standing there, menacingly. What the fuck is this? I guess he can stand on his own 2 feet better than I can. Hey, the spider's here. Get the hell out of here. Get out. Get out. You're not welcome here. Don't make me get my shoe. Don't make me get my shoe. Get out of here. Here, get back to whence you came. Stupid spider. Yeah, this is why I never put spiders outside. Yeah, what do you want, Alia? Yeah, that's probably because of Iron Keep, you dick.
So, then we finally made it to the castle gate. Although it was a bit of an issue to get my foot in the door, meaning I had to come back later at a more convenient time. Although, ironically, that was not even the worst door to get through. Huh. Well, regardless, then I met up with our queen, at least in her VTuber model. But before I could make a donation, one of our other simps got jealous. Well, both of us should learn from Vendrick's downfall, given that he apparently donated all of his wealth to Nashandra, to the point that he quite literally lost the shirt on his back. But what is even more toxic than their relationship is the fact that I once again forgot to get the praise the sun gesture for after the Bimmy and Jimmy battle. Yeah, and you don't deserve praise for being a son of a bitch. Well, at least the latter joke this time is pretty obvious.
I'm still in a dream, snake feeder. Which is ironic, because snakes don't actually have feet, so...
You know, in many challenge runs, or even regular playthroughs for that matter, the R1 spamming mannequins can be quite a threat to overcome. But ironically, kicking them in the face seems to be a highly effective method. Double irony given that they don't even have faces in the first place. But quite a bit more effective than my own kicks are the ones from the heavily hoofed horse from hell in the castle hall.
Never walk behind a horse. You would have to hate horses not to know that.
Damn it, I really wanted to get Gower's Ring for Shrine of Amana. However, then someone in the chat claimed that you can get Gower's Ring on New Game Plus as in using a bonfire aesthetic in the Shaded Woods. What? No, you can't. What kind of nonsense is that? Never even heard of that. However, when I went to check this out, I quickly found out that I had to put my foot in my mouth because this claim turned out to be completely true. Wow. Well, I have said time and time again that you are never done learning in a Souls game. So yeah, when you think you know better than your audience, maybe it's time to take a long hard look in the mirror, or even jump kick right into it. Yeah, it's just like the Smelter Hammer run, although maybe not so severe this time. Hopefully.
Damn it! Maybe it is going to be as bad as with the Smelter Hammer. Okay, that hit at least. You know what, I'll just reapply one of these. Welcome to the arena, Dick. No! Fuck me. Hey, 2 hits for the price of 1. That's pretty nice. Damn it, I missed! No, not good. Not good at all. Alright. Whoa, okay, I overestimated my amount of ADP. Damn it, still hit the shield. Oh fuck, whoa, there's a lot of tracking. Okay, let's not fuck up now near the end. Okay, I don't have enough ADP to go through there. Damn it, I still get hit, what the hell? I still got hit! You know what, just summon, yeah, exactly, now. Now I can easily finish it. That's better. No, you don't. Yeah, he was really spamming that one attack. I mean, I would never spam a single attack. So that's very lame that he does that.
But now, it's time to get our feet wet. Because in Shrine of Amana, you will have to keep yourself from jumping into the deep end. And I'm not even necessarily referring to accidentally drowning yourself while attacking an enemy. Which can occasionally happen, but mainly in reference to intentionally out of pure frustration. By the way, these castles do have an animation where they stand up, so why they never got up in the Smelter Hammer video is still a bit of a mystery to me. And speaking of mysteries, then I had yet another revelation, something I didn't know about this game, even after all these years.
By the way, that you can use a Ferrous Lockstone there? What's that even for? I'm not even sure if I've ever seen that. That's weird. There's a Ferrous Lockstone contraption there. Now I'm curious. I'm not even sure if I ever seen that. Oh, this is where the Helix Helmet is. I don't think I've ever used this weapon. I've seen it, but I've never used it. Once more, you're never done learning in a Souls game, right? Huh? That's weird. Okay, let's attack this one. Why are they standing in place? Okay, this is bizarre, but okay, I'll take it. Well, at least I get rid of her, but yeah. They are just standing there.
Menacingly!
Okay, now they're aggroed. Damn it, that guy was stuck there. Okay. Damn it, they're still behind me. That's not what I wanted. Fuck, this did not go as planned. No! No, he's right behind me. Oh, I need to get lucky here. Please? Yeah! Just go, just light the bonfire. Motherfucker. Okay, that absolutely did not go as planned, but hey, it worked out. It worked out.
Well, at least it didn't take as much effort to get through Shrine of Amana as in the Smelterhammer video. But just like in that video, defeating the boss at the end is comparatively easy to getting to it in the first place. So, after a quick little game of playing Leapfrog, I encountered the true boss of this area. That stupid Cyan Knight in front of the door leading to the Undead Crypt. Yeah. Fortunately, Velstadt didn't turn out to be a complicated fight. It simply required good reflexes on my part, as well as patience, since he often dodges my attacks, and in his second phase, his defenses increase by a significant amount. And since his damage output goes up as well, I had to be careful when choosing my attack opportunities and play things smart. Now fortunately I got a good chest on my shoulders, and I mainly chose to bait his projectile attacks. Because since that attack leaves him completely vulnerable, I jumped at the opportunity to drain the last bits of his health bar. So, with the King's Ring in my possession, I decided to go to the Throne Wanker and Throne Defecator first, because with their ability to heal each other, their shields to block my kicks Mirror Knight style, my lengthy recovery time leaving me vulnerable, and just overall poor damage output on my part to begin with, I expected this to be an abysmal experience. So therefore I decided to give the Throne Wanker an abysmal experience instead. And that definitely was the right decision, because even one-on-one, the Throne Defecator was a torrent of diarrhea. Of course, when you have diarrhea, the Porcelain Throne becomes your Throne of Want. So that's appropriate, at least for an inappropriate remark. Also, he tends to walk like he's holding in a load of liquid. Okay, I think you get the point. So, to get to the fecal of the matter, to get to the heart of the matter, once he puts his shield away, he obviously cannot block my attacks anymore. But his attacks now inflict a lot more damage, and only some of them will go over my head while I'm recovering from my animation. So it was a rather slow fight. In fact, to give some other bit of trivia that you might not even be aware of, he only has 2 Goldpine resins. So if his second buff runs out, he can no longer buff his sword. Well, to be fair, I think a lot of you didn't even know that his first buff could run out in the first place. But fortunately it didn't even come to that. So with the Porcelain Throne duo flushed, I could make my way to Aldia's Keep. A much less frustrating place than the Keep of the Iron variety, that's for damn sure. However, then I realized that now I had one more way to improve my build, and defeating the Guardian Dragon would provide me with enough souls to do it. Because what better way to improve my kick damage than by wearing some high heels? After all, Navlan Deal, Navlan High Heel or something, I don't know. But the point is that we could now combine the Zuli set with the Desert Sorceress set. Which, well, actually has absolutely no effect on damage output whatsoever. But hey, now I'm no longer the only one who is drooling here, right? Well, then again, you might not be head over heels for her because of that head over those heels. And of course, an obvious downside is that Navlan will now invade us constantly. But I'm sure that won't be an issue. Just like the elusive time limit during the Giant Lord fight. Because believe it or not, the Giant Lord fight has a 5-minute time limit.
Good start. Good start. Really good start. Haven't even hit him yet. Maybe I should have buffed. Damn it, maybe the time limit is going to be an issue this way. Uh-oh. No! No! Fuck! Huh? Why the hell did that not count as a hit?
Because fuck you, that's why.
Oh, this is not really working out as I thought it would. Okay, didn't even know he could do that. After that swing, but okay. Oh, woo, yeah, you see the time limit. Uh-oh. Not good. Quick. One more hit. No! Quick, kill him. Okay, just in time because the screen is already fading, so... Okay, but see, now you saw that the screen was going... Oh, whoa, whoa. Damn it. Now I didn't get the actual soul. But you saw how the screen was fading? Hey, damn it. Okay, let's just go back then, because we didn't pick up the soul. Hey, hey, that doesn't work. Yeah, that's not good. Hey, hello. Why can't I just use the... Damn it. Not good. Nah. I think he wants his high heels back. Or something. Yeah, you have your high heels back. That didn't count as a hit. Okay. Maybe I can stun lock him. Lol. You can simply stun lock him like this. So, if you ever have trouble with Navlan, then you know what to do. Just use the Bone Fist to stun lock him. So, here you have your high heels back. Hey, there are worse ways to die, if you ask me.
Well, it's a good thing I could take care of him, because losing all those souls because of Navlan would have been a real kick in the groin. And speaking of someone who has a tight grip on my nuts, now it was time for an IRL meeting with our queen. But, well, they say you should never meet your heroes. Because, let's say that our VTuber model was leaps and bounds above her actual real-life appearance. Yeah, unfortunately, as we know by now, for a final boss fight, it has always been a quite underwhelming encounter. And this time was unfortunately no exception. It only took a bit longer than usual. But eventually, the queen was permanently dethroned. And one final niche revelation that might surprise a lot among you, but Nashandra has bare feet underneath her dress. So I think that definitely disproves the notion that Miyazaki had nothing to do with this game's design. Well, technically the game is over now, but since I had some time left on stream, I decided to see if it would be enough to include Fume Knight and Sir Lon. So let's just quickly skip through the ending credits. Oh, God damn it, you cannot skip through the ending credits! Why the hell not? So we'll just have to sit here and wait through the entire thing. Well, screw that. While we're waiting, let's go and check out the new Lords of the Fallen game. I mean, the first one sucked, but maybe this next installment will be a lot better.
Yay, fun.
Wow, does this game have anything good to offer? Oh, hold on a second. This game has pooper? Okay, maybe it's not so bad then.
I think this attack is going to mess with my muscle memory when it comes to Fume Knight's hitboxes. Oh, whoa, that did not go over my head. Ah, that did go over my head. Very nice. Oh. That also went over my head. That did not. Yeah, my damage output is not great, I must say. And that's with a buff. Oh, whoa, whoa, he parried my kick. Don't parry my kick. Yeah, Fume Knight is a healthy boy, which is weird because smoking is bad for your health. So, oh, and I attacked the wrong. That's not good. Okay, nice. Went over my head. Oh, yeah, no, not good. Not nice. Not nice. Not nice. At least you have iframes. Remember doing this fight with all stats on one playthrough? You know, negative level 44 or whatever it was. I'm still alive and kicking username, but probably not for long. Uh-oh, no! Fuck me! Okay, let's make sure I'm... Oh! No! I got roll cut. I dodged along with the sword and I got roll cut. Yeah. Oh, it's a good thing that hitboxes are in your favor to the right side. That's why you basically have to dodge to the right for most of his attacks. See? Hitboxes are in your favor to the right side. Okay, getting close now. Let's not fuck up. What did I just say? Come on, let's finish it. No, he's still alive. Time for him to kill over and for me to heal. Well, it's not over actually because still one more boss left. But still, at least Fume Knight is gone and done. I can't even heal to full health. That's not good. Okay, that went over my head. That's a very nice start. Damage output is not that great, unfortunately. It could be worse. Damn it, that's not good. Ooh! I dodged way too early, but it worked out. Damn it! He jumps away, but then the follow-up is guaranteed to hit me. That's not good. No! Yeah! I was healing. Damn it, what the hell are safe attack opportunities against Sirloin? I mean, normally I always stick behind him, but that's not really going to help me now, because if I then attack any, yeah, basically if he does any attack whatsoever, I can't avoid it. Oh, oh, fuck! No! Well, that sucks. Can't even see anything. I can't see anything. Yeah, I can't avoid that because I'm on the ground then. Damn it. Just launched myself past him that way. You hear that I hit him, but it still doesn't count. That's really stupid. No! Ooh, that almost went wrong. Okay, that still counted as a hit. That's good. Okay, so have to be played safe now. Whoa, fuck! That was not good. Fuck! Whoa, there's a lot of damage. Not good. Good thing he didn't do a follow-up. That might have killed me. Good thing I leveled up my stamina a bit more, by the way. With base level stamina, this would not have been fun. Fuck, no stamina! Speaking of stamina. Ugh! The wall was not in a very beneficial place there. Shit! How the hell did that hit me? Oh! Kill him! Yes! Ah! Wow, delicious. Well, that was an intense fight. Still first try. Yes! I almost jumped the gun there near the end, but... Oh! Look, there's one magic pixel at the end left. Fucking hell. I think that's enough for this playthrough. That was Dark Souls 2 using only the jump kick of the Bone Fist. Hi-ya! And we ended with nice high heels. And of course with a floppy tongue.